Shalom, Shalom, Yasharallah. Another meek servant's report here in the daughter of Babylon. A meek servant's report here in the daughter of Babylon. Spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, Rome, Nineveh, Basra, Samaria, Greece, Rome, right? Okay, and where Yasharallah been scattered in the four corners of the four winds of the earth amongst every nation. We got this wicked Jake. I'm doing a lesson on this wicked Jake. He's a boss here in the daughter of Babylon. He's a Jew. He's a Hebrew Israelite by bloodline here in the daughter of Babylon, but he's a wicked one. Okay? His pledge is to Esau Edom. Okay? All right? A gift have destroyed his heart. And all you Jakes, all you Jews out there, you so-called African American, you so-called blacks, so-called Haitians, Jamaicans, West Indies, and you Northern Kingdom, you so-called Latinos and Native Indians with Indian, Taino, Negro descent by the pedigree, by the seed of your father. If you in this spirit riding high, pushing out rhetoric against the Most High, and these prophecies where the Most High going to bring death and destruction upon you. Every idle word that you shall speak, you shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. We're going to get that. So this wicked one, this 2/3 of Yasharallah, say the prophecy of Zachariah has been done, right? Has been done by the Romans. And which he already know, the Romans are the Edomites, the so-called white people, the so-called white race, right? Whether you're a French Edomite, a Poland Edomite, a German Edomite, a Israeli Edomite, American Edomite, you see, a European Edomite, an Australian Edomite, an Irish Edomite, a Russian Edomite, so forth and so on, right? Okay, so when he failed to realize that Israel, Yasharallah, is in captivity here in the daughter of Babylon, here in the land of the north, the land of Arsaret, USA, spiritual Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, America's every empire in one. She's the mother of all harlots. Tell you that in Revelation chapter 17, verse number 5. America is every empire in one. And through dispensation of time, the Israelites, which is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, with Indian, Taino, Negro, who are Yasharallah, who are Israel, because Israel is a people, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, Yasharallah in the Paleo Hebrew. In the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 28, and Genesis 35 and 10. So Israel is a people before it was a land. That's what he failed to realize, that Israel is a people, is a nation, 12 tribes, and is in captivity under Esau Edom and these other nations, under Moab, under Ham, Cush, all these nations have their hand in Israel captivity, their demise. Esau being the head honcho at the top of the umbrella. Okay, we're going to bring out some precept. Yes, I'm going to bring out some precept to let the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach be true and every man a liar, right? So I want to start off by saying, before we watch this clip and I bring out some precepts, just to cut his lies and his rhetoric, I want to start off by saying, I give all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, of Mashiach Barakatai, the Howard up for the Rakah Kwadash, the Howard up for our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Yaquab. The Howdah for the house of David. The Howdah for King David, who will rule well under Yahweh Shai, or Mashiach. The Howdah for the men of David that's in the highways and the byways, doing this work in sincerity and in truth, presenting their bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Mashiach, doing these videos and these lessons. Okay? All right, coming out with it, bringing it out, bringing this truth. So the Most High, Abba Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, can be glorified. We want the Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to be glorified in their sayings. And the prophets. So Prophet Zachariah was prophesying about America. Okay? And the Bible will endure forever. The Bible is the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Mashiach. His words endured forever. There's no end of the Bible. The Bible don't have an expiration date. The Bible will never expire because these are the words, these are the oracles of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son through the prophets and through the apostles and through the meek servants of Yasharallah. Okay, the Most High is the Ancient of Days. He had no beginning and no end. Daniel 7 and 9. So His word, they endure forever. So the Bible, the book of the law, will never, ever, 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 ever expire. And the Most High will put His words in our inward part, as it says in Jeremiah 31:31, in the book of Hebrews, chapter 8, verse 8 and 9 and 10. In the New Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, Yashalom in the Hebrew. And He will put it in our inward parts where Israel will never go off again. In the new, okay? So you got to understand, you can't listen to men like this. And he feel the same way a lot of these pastors feel, these pastor pork chops. Okay? All right, Yasharallah. So let's play some of this clip. Then I'm going to stop. I'm going to bring some precepts so Israel, the elect, the house of David, can be edified, okay, in this video, in this lesson I'm doing. I want Yasharallah to be edification and get exaltation through the Most High word that endure forever, right? All right, so let's check it out, because I do these lessons for the house of David, only the house of King David, because the house of David is going to get it. All right, so let's check out this clip.
Chicken Little, the sky is falling, the sky is falling.
So you see Jake is very proud. You can see he's a boss here in the daughter of Babylon. He got his Cuban cigar, his leather hat, cowboy hat. Okay, he's in the drop top. Beautiful scenery behind him. But the Most High going to jack him the hell on up. He will be brought to a very, very low estate if the Most High don't send that Inkahorn upon him. Okay? He's riding high here in the daughter of Babylon. He's not feeling the oppression. And he's an individual like. You see, this would happen when you're not worrying about your nation, the people. See, it's all about you. Long as Esau, Edom is all right with you, you don't care about the oppression of your nation, Yasharallah. Okay? So his pride have deceived him. This man is riding and walking in very, very great pride. And his heart have departed from his maker. As it say in the book of Sirach 10 and 12, I believe. Okay? All right? So his pride have deceived this brother. Okay, so let's continue on with the clip.
How many times do we have to go through this? The lack of understanding that people who claim that they read and study this Bible have. This gentleman is saying, why are these things happening now? The writings in Zechariah, to which it is talking about how the nations will come against Israel, come against Jerusalem, and that they will come and they will destroy Jerusalem and take their women and ravish them and take their cities and destroy the city. These things are not now prophecies. These things were happening based on the Babylonian captivity. That Zechariah's writings are concerning, and you can make it fit multiple scenarios within the history of Jerusalem and the so-called Israelite people. Whether we're talking about him,
And it's no such thing as a so-called Israelite people. It's Israelite people. You can't have a so-called Israelite people. You can have so-called blacks. You can have so-called Latinos. You can have so-called Native Indians, so-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Haitians, but there's no so-called Israelites. We are the biblical Israelite. So he's familiar with the Israelite teaching and doctrine. Okay? All right, so let's continue on.
we're just talking about Zechariah talking about what previously already happened during the time frame of Hezekiah in the 8th century when Jerusalem was being sieged upon by the Assyrian Empire. But then they survived that siege. All other parts of northern Israel were destroyed, but Jerusalem was able to successfully bribe their way out of Sennacherib's grasp and could have easily made that into when the Babylonians did come and sack Jerusalem and take the people out of Jerusalem, take the women, tear down their walls, and tear down the temples. And then at this time frame, it is estimated that Zechariah was written around 520 to 518 BCE. So this would have been after the Babylonian captivity, when the king of Persia, Darius, would have released them. Cyrus would have released them. And in looking at the world around them, after seeing how they have been taken by empire after empire after empire, and still being a vassal state of the Persian Empire, could have been speaking and could have been speaking of the concern that Zechariah had, that if they do not build the temple, rebuild the temple, and start worshiping this God.
He said this God, so he have no respect for the God, the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Heavenly Father name is not God. Okay, God going to the word Elohim, it means the powers. So the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, meaning he exists, he is to be. And who the world ignorantly and intentionally called Jesus Christ, who's a so-called African American, a so-called black man, Yahweh Shai, the great redeemer of Yasharallah, of Zion, the great deliverer, Yahweh Shai of Mashiach, mean the anointed one or the anointed. Okay, all right. So he don't even have no respect for his creator. And the Most High will bring death. Listen, Yasharallah, the Most High will bring a great judgment on this brother. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get a precept right quick. Let's go to the book, and we're gonna bring out a few precepts in this video. Let's start off with the book of Sirach, because I call it out. I want to bring it out. We're gonna bring out, like I said, a few precepts for edification and exaltation. The Most High say the beginning of pride. This man is prideful. That already been exhibited in the clip. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Elohim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashabaraktai, and his heart, his mind, that man's mind is gone. His mind is turned away from its maker. You see? Okay? For pride is the beginning of sin. And he that had it, this man, he got it, shall pour out abomination. And that's why in his video, all he doing is pouring out nothing but abomination. And therefore, the Elohim brought upon them or him what? Strange calamities. What's going to befall this brother with his cigar in his hand and his drop top? Strange calamities. And what overthrow them utterly? He going to be overthrown utterly. Okay, let's go to the book of Matthew. We're gonna play some more of his clip. Matthew 12 and 36. The Most High say, but I say, who say? Yahweh Shai say, but I say unto you that every idol, see, this man he's speaking idle word, that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. And we in what, Israel? The time of judgment, right? For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Okay? So the gift have destroyed his brother heart. He have gotten gifts from Esau, Edom, and he living it up here in the daughter of Babylon. He's living it up. So he's in the building and he's feeling himself. You see, he went Mac Dre on us. He in the building. He's in the building and he feeling himself. Surely, the Most High say, surely oppression make it a wise man mad. You see, we mad. I'm mad tonight. You see, the men of King David, they mad 24/7, waiting on the return of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. You see, that's why the Messiah say, surely oppression. You got to be feeling oppression. See, because we understand we are a nation of kings and priests. As it says in Revelation 1 and 7. We understand we are royal priesthood. We are a chosen generation. But we at a low estate. Because we didn't serve our power with a gladness of heart. So we at the bottom, at the tattle pole, because of the curses in Deuteronomy. We've been voted and fitted to destruction. But the Most High, he have visited us, and he have stirred up our remembrance, and he building us. We being built. The house of David is being built. The Most High have stretched out that line, as Prophet Zachariah say. We're going to address that too. We're going to get to. We're going to read from Prophet Zachariah, because he don't know what the hell he's talking about. Because through dispensation of time, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom kept going into captivity for our disobedience. The Most High say, surely oppression make it a wise man mad, but what? What the Most High say? And a gift destroyed the heart. This man have received gifts, whether it be through a good pension, whether it be through a good career he had in Babylon, a good job, a good business endeavor he had through his entrepreneurship, through his degrees. He have lived well for himself through his boule, making a covenant with Esau Edom, and he was able to live it up. So the gift have destroyed his mind. Okay, that's what's going on, Israel. So let's continue on with that clip. We gonna get back to it. Let them spew more abominations, more rhetoric.
That this was going to happen to Jerusalem again. But what did they do? They built the temple, and that began the second temple period. But what happened? The Greeks came in, and they conquered Jerusalem. Then the Romans came in. Well,
Yeah, the Greeks came in too. He right. That's why when you go to the book of Maccabees under Alexander, that's why the so-called white man and 230 you Israelites call him Alexander the Great. He's great for y'all, but he ain't great for those who feeling the oppression. The Israelites who feeling the oppression. Where I want to go first, Maccabee 1:1. So he right, and it happened after Alexander because you had Elam, the Elamites. They took us down too under King Darius, under Darius. Okay, and it happened after Alexander, son of Philip of Macedonia, who came out of the land of Chedum. Chedum being what? Petra, Seir, okay, had smitten Darius, king of Persia and Mede, that he reigned what in his stead over Greece, right? And made many wars and what? And many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. This was the so-called white man done the Edomites, Idumeans, under Alexander, and went through the ends of the earth because Israel. Why do the Edomites go through the ends of the earth? Because the Israelites, through the curses of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse number 64, where Israel, the Israelites, Yasharallah, been scattered in the four corners of the four winds of the earth amongst every nation. So that's why Esau go to every nation, so he can oppress the Israelites. And went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, and so much that the earth was quiet before him. See, before Esau came into rulership, before Alexander, the earth was quiet before him. That's what the Most High say. So who's causing the havoc in the earth? Whereupon he was exalted, and this is where you get all your boulets and you geeked up in your Greek lifestyle. These Israelites who sign up with these fraternities and sororities, and his heart was lifted up. Okay, all right. Now let's jump down for time constraint. And this man is in verse 11 and 12. The man that's doing the Jake that's doing this video, well, he's in this verse. In those days when they're out of Israel, wicked men, because the Israel would be the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans were in their Taino Negro descent, right? Who persuaded many, saying, "Let us go and make a covenant," and that's what 2/3 of these Hebrew Israelites have done through these colleges, through these institutes, through these fraternities. With the heathen being the Edomites in this instance, that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. And that's why he's spewing what he's spewing. Because the device pleased him well, along with many others.
Uh, before the Romans, Egypt did. I mean, Egypt. Sorry, Israel did exist for a short period of time as an independent state under the Maccabees. But then the Romans came in and they sacked Jerusalem, tore down the temple. Then
Now you could read the rest of First Maccabees and go into what he just said. During the time of Titus, General Vespasian, Antiochus, okay, Epiphanes. You can continue read First Maccabees chapter 1. It goes into that. First Maccabees chapter 6. I can go on and on, but if you continue on, Yashua, it goes into the destruction when 65, 70 AD came. We fled into West Africa, majority, and built kingdoms like Timbuktu. Okay, you had a remnant that probably went to North Africa, East Africa, but the majority of the Israelites went to West Africa, which he's going to totally leave out. Okay, let's continue on.
they exiled the Jews out of Israel. And so, if you're talking about, oh, look what's happening now, if anything, Zachariah's prophecies were fulfilled during the time frame of the Roman Empire in the 2nd century BCE, when it was captured by Rome, and then fulfilled finally in 70 AD when Titus finally conquered Jerusalem.
So let's stop there because he say that Zachariah prophecy was finalized during the time of Titus invading Jerusalem. Okay, so let's pull out some precepts. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, and verse number 10. The Most High say, declaring the end from the beginning. That's what he failed to realize. Declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Okay? All right? So the Most High said, calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that what? Executed my counsel from a far country. Yea, I have spoken it, I will bring it to pass, I will purpose it, and I will do it. So the Most High say he will do it. So let's bring more edification to that. So let's go to the book of Zachariah. We'll go to prophet Zachariah. Through our precepts, we get understanding, for we hate every false way, right? The Most High say, if Zechariah prophecy is done with and finalized, well, let's see what prophet Zechariah have to say through the spirit of the Rakakwadash. And I am very sore displeased. This is what the Most High saying through prophet Zechariah. This is the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barakatai. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. So Esau and them kept it going like they're doing now here in 2024. Okay? Because Jacob's trouble didn't even happen yet. Jeremiah 30 and 7. So you got prophecies that has not been fulfilled. Let's continue on to prove that point, though. That Zechariah prophecy is not finalized. Therefore, thus said the Elohim, I am returned to Yashalom with mercies. My house shall be built. But what he don't understand, the house is a spiritual house. A house not made with hands. This house is talking about the house of David. So this is the third temple of Jerusalem being built right now. See, the house of David is being built right now, the elect of Israel. It's not talking about a physical building. Okay? It's talking about the men of David. Okay? Which is the 144,000. And then when you deal with the elect, you have men, women, and children of the elect of the house of David. But it's talking about the men of David. Okay? That's the third tabernacle that's being built here in the daughter of Babylon, which is USA. Okay? All right? We're gonna get to that. Therefore, thus said the Elohim, Yahweh Bashem Shah, I am what return to Yashalom with mercies. My house shall be built. In it, said the Elohim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah of hosts, and a what? And a line, and that's going into the new Jerusalem, the new heavens, the new earth, right? After the destruction of World War III. But the Most High is building it so when Yahweh Shai return, when Jerusalem going to be rise up out of Babylon in the chariots. Okay? You're going to have Jerusalem as World War III, as the fire, these nukes going to disintegrate the daughter of Babylon, where the elect in America and the daughter of Babylon going to be risen up into the church, and where Israel been scattered in the four corners of the four winds of the earth, the remnant of the Israelites that scattered in the four winds of four corners of the earth, they gonna be risen up as well in the chariots and the clouds with Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua in the host of heaven. Okay, so the third temple is being built. Okay, through the Comforter, through the Rakakwadash. All right, okay, make sense, right? And a line shall be stretched forth upon Yashalam, cry yet, saying, thus said the Elohim of hosts, my cities, you see, through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Elohim shall what? Shall yet comfort Zion. There you have it. And shall yet choose Yashalam. You see? He say, then lift up my eyes and saw, behold, the four horns, and I said unto the angel that walked with me, what be these? And he answered me, these are the horns which have scattered Judah, the southern kingdom, the Jews, and Israel and Yasharallah, talking about the northern kingdom, going into Manasseh, Ephraim, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Issachar, Zebulun, Asher. You see, right? Going into the 10 tribes, the northern kingdom, bringing us back to one stick, right? As it's saying in Ezekiel, I believe 37 and 21. All right, these are the horns which have scattered Judah and Yasharallah and Yashalam. Okay, and the Elohim showed me the four corpses. I don't want to make it too lengthy, so for time constraint, let's go to Zachariah. We're still in Zachariah because you say the prophecies of Zachariah is finished, it's finalized, it's done with. Well, these things haven't happened yet. They in process. Okay, so let's go to Zechariah 2 and 5. Let's start there. For I said the Elohim, I will what? Slaki Yashavala. For I said the Elohim will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory in the midst of her. Talking about Yashavala, because Israel is that delicate and tender woman, right? Jeremiah 6 and 2. The Most High say, ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north. That's talking about USA and the surrounding islands. That's talking about the fourth hemisphere. The land of the north is talking about North and South America and the surrounding islands, the islands of Hispaniola, this new world, the fourth hemisphere. Okay? So what this man talking about? He don't know what's going on. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, said the Elohim, Yahweh Shah, for I have spread you abroad, you see, as the four winds of heaven, said the Elohim. He said, deliver thyself, O Zion. So what the Most High said, come up out of her, my people, as it said in Jeremiah 51, 7 and 8, and Revelation 18 and 4. When he said, come up out of her, my people, her sins have reached unto heaven. Talking about America's sins, Esau sins. The daughter of Babylon's sins, her transgressions, have reached unto heaven. So the Zechariah is saying this here too. The prophecies continue to keep going on. Okay, that's why I started off in Isaiah 46 and 10. Declaring the end from the beginning. He said, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Who's the daughter of Babylon? America, the land of confusion. Okay? All right. All right, so let's even put more meat on the bone. Let's go to Joel. Before we do that, before we go to Joel, let's go to Deuteronomy 28 right quick and 68. The Most High say, and the Elohim shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Okay, now Egypt is America as well. America's every empire because Egypt represent house of bondage. Bondage is what? Captivity. When you read Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. Chapter 20, verse number 2. So Egypt is synonymous for bondage, captivity, house of horrors, between a rock and a hard place. And America named it after Amerigo Vespucci. It means bitter, a rock between a rock and a hard place. And the Elohim shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof, and who financed the ships? The Rothschilds, the Amalekites, okay, the Ashkenazis, the sons of Greece, the Edomites, right? And the Elohim shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, talking about Jerusalem, their homeland, not as a nation, okay, and not in rulership. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, 35, 45, 75. Sold to Mr. Johnson, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1,200, 2,800. Sold to Mr. Smith over there. So the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American were sold to their enemies. Okay? And no man shall buy you, mean no one would redeem us. That buy is a Quaker term, meaning redeem. No one would redeem us, but who? Our great Redeemer, who? Yahweh Shah Mashiach. He's the only one who can redeem us from this captivity, this bondage, this oppression. All right, through the blast of World War III. That's going to bring our salvation. Now let's go to Joel. Let's go to the book of Joel, chapter 3. Let's start here. The Most High said in Joel 3 and 5, he said, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly and pleasant thing. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem. There you go again, as Zachariah said in Zachariah 2 and 7. Okay? So I'm showing you through the precepts that the Bible is an ongoing prophecy. The words of Yahweh, Basham, endure forever. The Bible don't have no expiration date. It's not good for one dispensation at a time. This is the words. These are living words. These are the words of Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah Mashiach. His words endure forever. 1 Peter 1 and 25. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly and pleasant thing, the children also of Judah, Yahweh, and it means to give full praise, right? The Jews and the children of Yahshua, because we're two kingdoms right now. The Most High point is one stick, because Judah is a kingdom, is a nation, and Jerusalem is a nation, is the northern kingdom. So you have the two kingdoms, because there was a split between the kingdom during the time of Rehoboam, right? And Jehoram, the brothers, right? Okay, it was a split between the son of Israel. Okay? So the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians. The Grecians would be the Edomites, the Idumeans, the so-called white man, that ye might remove them far from your border. And that go into Deuteronomy 20:68. That's dealing with the Atlantic slave trade right here. Them going into West Africa, the British and the Hamites, who you call Africa, the East Africans, the South Africans, the North Africans, sold us to the British. And they rounded us up, put us on those cargo slave ships, coming to the land of the North. Right? Now you had the 10 tribes was already here, who we call Aborigines, indigenous people of the land, or the natives here. Well, they were the 10 tribes of Israel, Israelites. The so-called native Indians go back to Gad and Reuben. So forth, so on, Israel. I don't want to be too lengthy. You get the point. All right? So there you have it right there. Okay? All right? So this brother Don't know what the hell he's talking about, Yasharala. Let's continue some more with his clip.
After a revolt, and then tore down the temple and exiled the Jews to the places of Egypt, to places of northern Africa, to places within Europe. And that would have been more inclined to what Zachariah was talking about. Right now is not the time frame. The nations aren't coming against Israel. America is being split down the middle, but the government of America is supporting Israel. Most of
So he say that the nation's not coming against Israel. They are coming against Israel because the Israelites are the so-called African Americans, Latinos, and Native Americans with Italian Negro descent. So Esau them is coming against us because those people in Israeli are not the Israelites. Okay, so what the hell he's talking about? Okay, so they all coming against us. They took crafty counsel against us. All right. So let's see where I want to go. Uh, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 30. Let's see if that's where I want to go. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. The Most High said, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. Talking about these other nations. He's saying that the nations are not coming against Israel. But what he failed to realize, the Israelites is a people, and we are the Israelites. And they is coming against us. Okay? We fill the prison houses. Isaiah 42 and 22. We the last hired, first fired. Okay? Getting lynched, getting gunned down. The banks redline us. Okay? We go on and on, Yashavala. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee, the Most High said, they that spoil us, thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. He said, for I will restore health unto thee, talking about the Israelites, and I will heal thee of thy wounds. Okay? Said the Elohim Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Okay? So nobody's seeking after us because they saying we are outcast, and they're not acknowledging us being the Israelites. All right? So let's go to where I want to go. Let's go to the book of Amos. Let's see where I want to go. Let's go to Amos 1 and 11. The Most High say, thus said the Elohim, for 3 transgressions of Edom. So you say they're not coming against us, but they coming against us. But he not acknowledging us as being the Israelites. And for 4, I will not turn away the punishment there, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. And who's Esau's brother? Jacob. And who's Jacob? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans with any type of nigger to say. And when we've been scattered in the 4 corners and the 4 winds of earth, looking like some of the other nations, right? And did cast off all pity, and his anger, you see, Esau, Edom, anger, the so-called white man, your lover, anger, did tear perpetually and kept his wrath forever. The Most High said, but I will send fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Talking about America, because America is that chief city. Basra was that chief city in Syria. And America is the chief city, right, of Esau. This is Central Grand Station. This is the headquarters of the Edomites, America. Okay? You say, thus said the Elohim for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon. So Ammon come against us. All these nations have come against us and still come against us. Moab, Ham. Ham calls us Akatas. Okay? All these nations come against the Israelites. They all have devoured us. That's why I read Jeremiah 30 and 16. Okay, so let's go back to the rest of his clip. It's just about done, Yasharallah.
So the European countries are supporting Israel. So the nations are not coming against Israel right now. Not in the way that you're trying to say Zachariah is talking about. Zachariah literally was pretty much talking about the Persians and the Greeks and the Romans. It was not talking about today. But y'all want to force this book to be relevant today when this book is not relevant at all.
So he's going to be put to death. The Most High going to jack him up. He say the book of the law is not relevant at all. Okay, let's get First Peter 1 and 25. The Most High say, but the word of the Elohim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashabarakta endure forever. So the word of the Most High endure forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached to you. So that's why we preach the gospel. So what this man talking about in the gospel is found in Isaiah chapter 61. So the Bible is still fulfilling itself. What he's talking about, we ain't free. We still in captivity. The spirit of the Elohim Yahweh Bashar is upon me because the Elohim had anointed me to preach good tidings, mean good news, unto the meek. That's why the Most High said in Matthew 5 and 5, the meek shall inherit the earth. What earth the earth was talking about? The Most High was talking about the new heaven and the new earth. Right? Let's get that right quick. I'll come back to Isaiah 61. Let's get that. Let's get Matthew 5 and 5 first. The Most High say, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Talking about the Israelites, the meek Israelites. Okay? Now, when you go to Revelation, he said it will inherit the earth. It's not talking about Esau earth, Esau heaven. It's talking about the new earth and the new heaven. Okay, let's prove that. The Most High say, and I saw in Revelation 21 and 1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. So when Yahweh Shai say, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, well, he's talking about this new heaven and this new earth after World War III, when he set us back in our land. Okay? All right? So what this man talk about? This never happened. This prophecy ain't been fulfilled. You got prophecies that Zachariah hasn't been fulfilled. I prove that. And I'm showing you that prophecies in the Bible hasn't been fulfilled, whether it be what you call Old Testament or what you call New Testament. There's prophecies that has not been fulfilled. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Okay? All right? And I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, as I was alluded to, being beamed up in the chariots. The third temple that's being built, the house of David, the elect of Israel, Yasharallah, the 144,000, the new city, the new Jerusalem, is a people first before it's a place. It's always a people first before it's a place. Okay, Apostle John of the island of Patmos say, I, John, saw a holy city. What holy mean? Quadash, to be set apart. Holy mean to be separate and set apart. So it was a city that was set apart from the other nations of people on the earth. It's 18 nations of people. So the holy city, it goes into the 1/3 and 144,000 of Yasharallah of Israel. It goes into the house of King David, the elect, for his elect's sake, the elect of the Israelites. That's the new city first. There will actually be a city as well. These heathens go build the new city. They going into captivity for 1,000 years. They got work to do. And I, John, saw the holy city, the new Yashlim coming down from Yahweh out of the heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for a husband. So as the elect. The tabernacle of Yahweh. See, when you go in verse 3, I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh, the temple of Yahweh, the holy city, the people, the house of David. And tell you that the Amos 9 and 11 or 12. Okay? And we can go on and on through the precept, Yahshua. I don't want to make it too lengthy. And I heard a great voice out of heaven say, behold, the tabernacle of the Elohim. This is the third temple of Yahweh is with men. You see, there you go. That's with men. There you go. A people before is a place. It's with the men. The 144,000, the 12,000 of each tribe. Tell you that in the book of Revelation, chapter 7. Okay? And he will dwell with them. There you have it. Because the Most High told you in Acts 7:48, he don't dwell in temples made with hands. Right? So why you in them church house for? Why you in the chapel of love? The Most High don't dwell in temples made with hands. The temple are the elect of the men of David. Okay? And he will dwell with them. The them go to the men, women, and children, the elect. And they shall be his people. There you go, to the Israelites. And the Elohim Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their power. Their Elohim Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Bashem Kram Yashala. Now we're going to close out. We'll go back to Isaiah 61. That's the good news. That's the good Titans. Don't let them fool you, Israel. And don't even let them school you. All right? Come out of the chapel, come out of Satan's house, or you ain't going to make it. Isaiah 61 and 2, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Elohim and the day of vengeance, because the Most High is coming with vengeance, what they have done to the Israelites. But he said they're not coming against Israel. Of our Yahweh to comfort all that mourn. The good news is only for who? Zion. To appoint unto them that mourn, and who is Zion? Yasharallah. To give unto them the beauty for ashes. The oil. Don't lose your oil. The oil is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this word. Don't lose your oil for joy for mourning. That's why the joy of the Lord is our strength. The Israelites, because we got this truth. For mourning, because we prisoners of hope, right? Zachariah 9 and 13. So how Zachariah prophecy fulfilled already? They done. Where Zachariah say, we prisoners of hope. We still prisoners of hope. There's no end of the people, Israel. Tell you that in Ecclesiastes 4:16. The garment of praise, you see, that's the Most High garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness. So the men is called trees of righteousness. The planting of the Elohim, Yahweh Shah, that he might be glorified. That's how Yahweh Shah will be glorified in the house of David, the temple of the Elohim, Yahweh Shah. We going to give forth the praise to Abba Yahweh Shah. We letting our light so shine, as it said Matthew 5 and 16. So Yasharal, I hope that this lesson was edification and exaltation, giving all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Masha Barakatah, Shalom.
So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.